Hi, kids. Yes, as we were talking about Little Sofia, this is a Disney Junior, a big book of lot of series. It includes 10 parts, and we've already read a first part of story, the first Sofia, the first part. So here is the next. As you know, she couldn't be able to dance, so let's see how she learned the dance for the prep. Next day before dance class, Amber gave Sophia a sparkling pair of dance slippers to wear. Sophia put on the slippers, which immediately took control over her feet. She spun helplessly across the floors and collapsed into a pile of pillows. Oh, Sophia, I must have grabbed a pair of Cedric's straight shoes by mistake. Sorry about that, Amber said with a smile. I hope that would be a magic shoes. Sophia decided she couldn't chance another disaster at the ball. When she got home, she went straight to the Cedric for help. He gave Sophia a magic spell to say, when the waltz began. Little did she know that the spell would put everyone to sleep and then Cedric could steal the amulet. Oh no! Oh no! Soon it was time for the ball. James came into the Amber's room. See, here. You gave Sophia the trick shoe on purpose, he said angrily. You are trying to ruin her ball because everyone likes her more than you. And after what you did today, so do I. James, come back, Amber called. She ran after him and accidentally tore her gown. Oh, how could she go to the ball now? It's very difficult. From where she will get the another dress? Sophie stood in front of her own mirror and stared at herself in her fancy gown and glittering tiara. She felt like a real princess. For the first time that week, Sophia was actually looking forward to the ball. See, there are a lot of many people. King Roland proudly escorted a beaming Sophia into the ballroom. It was time for the first waltz. Sophia confidently spoke the magic words Cedric had given her. Somnibus papuli sila, somnibus papuli sila. These were the magic words. Somnibus papuli sila. Everyone instantly fell asleep, including Cedric. Oh, that's nice thing. I said it wrong, Sophia cried as she ran from the ballroom. Sophia sank to the floor and cried. A single tear fell onto her amulet and made it glow. Suddenly a blue light spread and transformed into Cinderella. Your amulet links all the princesses that ever were, Cinderella said. When one of us in trouble, another will come to help. Why are you so sad, Sophia? How nice it is that Cinderella came suddenly. Sophia told Cinderella about trying to use a magic spell to help her become a better princess. Cinderella smiled as she explained that she had not always been a princess either. But she discovered that the people who truly cared about you didn't care which folk you used or how well you danced. Cinderella couldn't undo the spell, but she suggested that Sophia try to become two sisters with Amber. Something she had never been able to do with her own stepsisters. Perhaps all Amber needs is a second chance, Cinderella said. Then she disappeared. Oh, and now everyone is sleeping. Sophia went to Amber's room and told Amber about the spell. When Amber saw her father in the ballroom, she gasped in shock. Sophia felt terrible. It's all my fault, she said sadly. Amber shook her head. No, Sophia, no, she said. You wouldn't have needed the spell if I didn't give you those trick shoes. The girls realized that what they really needed was each other. Together they went to the Cedric's workshop to find a spell to wake everyone up. Clover, Mia, and Robin looked Cedric's pet raven, Wormwood, in his cage. Clover tricked Wormwood into revealing where the counter-spell book was hidden. Wormwood didn't realize that with her amulet, Sophia could understand every word he said. Now, Cedric's spell could be broken. Sophia and Amber were rushing to the ballroom when Amber remembered her torn dress. I can't go in there, she cried, but Sophia was not about to leave her sisters behind. She quickly mended the gown. Good as new, she said. Now it was Amber's turn to help. She led her sister in a waltz until Sophia was ready for the ball. Sophia smiled as she took her place beside the king and ready the counterspell aloud. Aloud, Papuli Silla, excited. Everyone woke up. That's so nice. Papuli Silla, excited. Yes, Cedric was furious that his plan had been ruined. He flicked his wand and disappeared in a puff of smoke. Perlin's mushrooms, he yelled. Whoa! And then what happened? Meanwhile, Sophia and King began to waltz. Sophia looked up at her new dad. I have been wondering, why do they call you Roland the Second? She asked. My father was also named Roland, the king explained. So I guess that makes me Sophia the First. Sophia said, smiling. And it was plain to see that this princess was going to live happily ever after. So that's why it's called Sophia the First. I really like this. Okay, till the next story. Stay tuned with me. Allah Hafiz. Bye-bye.